just a pleasant wall. I love it. And you know, when I go to bed and wake up in the morning, first thing I see is all my crosses. So it's a wonderful feeling. Go to bed and being the last thing you see and the first thing you see when you wake up. It keeps me going. Being a santera, I have met a lot of friends, made a lot of friends, and the Spanish market santeros and santeras are my family. I can't wait for Spanish market. I see them. We catch up with what happened the year before. It's just like a huge family reunion. And a lot of the santeros, santeras still call me, and I still have this to look forward to, see them, to do my work. And it's just a family, and I love it. And if I wasn't a santera, it wasn't for Spanish market and the people I've met there, I don't know. When I lost my husband, you all helped me, and you all look after me. So I feel like I have a family, a large family. Well, after meeting the artists and seeing this work, I became interested. And of course, let's face it, we can never have enough saints. So if we're painting saints, you know, we figure they're going to help us. And try to keep a better mood when you're doing a saint. One time I was angry at the kids, and I was doing our Madonna, our Blessed Mother, which is the one I'm most tedious and, you know, want to do the best. And because I was angry with the kids, I don't know what they did. But when I got through and looked at her, I never saw such a mean-looking Madonna. So I figured that from now on, if I'm going to do her, I better be in a better mood. Think positive, and that's the way I can do it. And if I'm, you know, angry or negative thoughts, better not paint santos, for goodness sakes. A son, Pascual, by Baba. By the way, she's made him making apple pies. And this is Elias, and he's doing pizza. I love doing Our Lady of Guadalupe. I like doing Santa Librada, the patron saint of liberated women. And when I do Santa Librada, I dress her as a Basque, which is the Sosaya name comes from. And when I dress her like that, I had a sister who died at 19 in 1941. And I remember as a little girl then making her costume and embroidering the sock she was wearing. So when I do Santa Librada, she is dressed as a Basque as my sister Mary was. And then the other saint I like doing, of course, San Antonio, because I'm always misplacing things. So I mean, I like doing him and keeping him in good terms with me. Saint Joseph, I love, patron saint of fathers. Saint Anne, patron saint of grandparents. And I do Santa Monica, not too much. She's the patron saint of mothers. I did them on very thin hide that was almost like porcelain. And then my husband put the hide in this door with 2 glasses on both sides. So when in the evening when the light's on in the other room, you can see it just shine through. And of course I started with Our Lady of Guadalupe. Then I have San Gabriel, San Francisco, San Jose. Oh, now I got to think of her. Gertrudis, Nuestra Señora, Santa Barbara, San Antonio, San Judas, San Miguel, and St. Peter's. I'm teaching my grandchildren. I first started teaching the children when they very, very first opened the children's market. I started with my children, then my grandchildren, and now I'm working with my great-grandchildren. And they all seem very interested. And if I can, you know, bring it on, I'm very happy doing this. Also with the colcha, since Maria Hesh taught me, I have extended the colcha and taught at community college, at the museums and all. And in all, I think I've taught colcha to 150 people. And some of the greatest colcheras in Spanish market were my students, and I'm very proud of them. Julia Gomez is one. Colcha I started about, I'd say the early 80s. I'd say about 2 years after I was in market, and it was Maria Hesh who insisted that I learn colcha. And she told me, you do everything else, but you don't do quilts. And I told her, I don't have time. She said, well, you're making time. You're bringing a hoop. You're coming to my house, and you're going to learn it. And I learned it. And I look forward to market, but right now at 87, I don't know how many more years I'll have left. So I now go year to year, but it's you guys that keep me going. And if it wasn't for the artists, I don't know what I'd do. See my black and white sheep? And when I put it for judging, we have to give it a name. I'm just going to put we're all equal.